Hi, I'm Stephanie, certified and licensed speech language pathologist, and I am here to help you feel confident in supporting your little through their speech and language journey. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of these strategies. Let's talk about the best way to play. Before we can get into that though, we have to understand where our littles' minds are at, what their brain is trying to do during this time. We have to keep in mind that we have little learners. Everything is fresh and new to them. So everything they do, they're having to learn to do. So that means that whatever's going on around them increases that workload on their brain. So if your goal is to work on a specific learning goal, such as saying words, then you need to remove all other complexities in their play. So what's the best way to play for that learning environment? Child-led. When your little is leading, then they are giving themselves simple complexities, okay? They're challenging themselves a little bit at a time, enough to where anything you add is going to be the real challenge, okay? Therefore, you don't want to come in and start leading the play because now they have to learn what you're doing. They have to learn how to play the way you want to play. And so instead of working on the goal that you're working on, they're really working on just figuring out what to do in the environment that you just created. So what is child-led play? What it is you are following their lead, which in every way you are following their lead. You're following their lead with the toys that they're using, how they're using it, the imaginary situation that they set up. So for instance, if you sit down with a bunch of pretend vegetables and they're just sitting there picking them up, putting them in, picking them up, putting them in, and you realize, okay, we can work on labeling, okay? That is corn, okay? Carrots. Your goal now is to work on words for labeling the vegetables. What you do not want to do is take over this activity. They were picking up, putting in, picking up, putting in. And your goal is to work on those words. Do not start pretend shopping. Ooh, I'd like to buy this. You just changed the whole play. You came in and bulldozed through their in and out game and took over. That is no longer child-led play, okay? So you wanna keep in mind your goal. Your goal is to work on whatever words you're working on and follow their lead and work through there, okay? So don't change the game. We'll go through another circumstance. So let's say they are painting and they're just sitting there making sound effects for their painting. Okay, so if they're just going whoop, 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 this is what they're doing. They're happy doing it. So you need to think through, what are your goals here? Okay, my goals are for them to use a word. So if they're going whoop, 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 they're using very simple words. So what words can you start with that kind of align with that, okay? So maybe they need to put paint on their paintbrush between their whoops, okay? So we dip. One syllable, keeping it simple. Dip, whoop, whoop, dip, whoop, whoop, okay? Or rinse, one word, short, simple, okay? Don't bulldoze through their activity where you're like, oh, are you painting with all the colors? Tell me, what color is that? You just ruined their fun activity. You just bulldoze through their play and turn it into adult-led, okay? So the best play for learning is that child-led. Follow their lead. What are they doing? Don't start adding more into it. Follow their lead and make your goals fit into what they're doing. That is the best kind of play. Let me know how it goes. I'll talk to you later.